How's it going? Um, I guess I'll wait for just a minute, just in case anybody wants to jump on. It is a Tuesday afternoon. Turn my car on here. Um, Day after Christmas, so not sure if Tuesday afternoon is the best day for this, but sometimes I can't always decide on. I can't always have the day I want to go live myself, since I do have a life outside of YouTube. Hello, is that you, Kevin? Hey, how's it going, Kevin? Welcome. Um, Man, I got about 4 or 5 days ago. I woke up and I was kind of going throughout my day like usual, and I got I started getting a cough. Now I'm not a person that gets sick. I rarely get sick. Like if I get sick, it's every 3 years or so. Sometimes even longer. Like I can't remember the last time I was sick, but I always know when I'm going to be sick. And that about 4 or 5 days ago when I woke up, um, I was like, oh man, I feel like something's coming on, because my throat was kind of a little scratchy, and like throughout the day, as my day went on, you could probably still hear my throat's a little scratchy, but throughout the day, uh, I got a little bit of a cough. Like I was like, oh man, what is this? Like I said, I don't get sick very often. And I kind of pride myself on that, but for whatever reason, I caught something this year. I don't know if it's the big C. We're not really supposed to say that out loud on YouTube, or if it's just like a flu. I don't know what I got. I didn't test myself to see whether if it was one or the other. However, I did get sick, and so that whole day I was kind of like, feeling like, oh man, something's coming on. I can feel it, but it didn't get too bad that day. Excuse me. I'm still I'm still coming out of it. But to make a long story short, that day I knew something was coming on. The very next day, I was in bed all day. This was probably about like December. I want to say it was December 22nd. And so by December 23rd, 22nd, well, actually, it was December 22nd, I was just laid out. I was laid out in bed. I could not. Every time I got up, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I would think to myself, I'm fine. And I'd get up and I'd sit at my computer and I'd start doing like, research on what my next video is going to be or whatever I'm doing. And I started getting tired again. I'm like, man, I gotta crawl back into bed. So I crawled back into bed, and I'd be up for like, I'd go back to bed for another couple hours, and I'd get up, and it's just kind of repeated like that all day. And I didn't feel like, I had a little bit of a cough. I definitely did not feel well, but I didn't feel like I was like running a fever or anything like that. But anyway, then the 23rd came around, and I was, the 23rd, I was like, okay. I woke up the next morning, I was like, all right, I think I'm better. I'm fine. And I think I'm just trying to play tricks on myself because I wasn't fine. And I pretty much slept for 2 days. straight, just like kind of off and on, getting up, going to the hold on, sorry, someone's texting me that, oh, these people, hold on, sorry guys, okay, oh, oops. So anyway, I had a good like 3 days of that. Three 3 days of just, well, 2 days of feeling really bad. And then, you know, I was like, man, my Christmas is gonna be ruined. I'm just gonna be completely out of it by time Christmas rolls around. And luckily, like yesterday was the first day that I had a little bit of life back into me. It was on Christmas Day. I wouldn't call it a Christmas miracle, not for sure. It's not a Christmas miracle type of thing because I was still feeling it. But it was the first day that I kind of got my appetite back. That was another thing. I kind of lost my appetite. Um, I just lost all desire to do anything. It was like my desire was gone. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm still kind of coming out of it, as you can hear. It was the first day I had my appetite back fully, though. Like, I actually got hungry today. I was like sitting there. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm actually hungry today. All right. So I'm starting to feel like I'm coming out of it. But, God, it was horrible. Horrible. Just slept. I woke up shaking. Like, I was just like in the middle of the night, I would be like just like shaking. So I was obviously running a fever, but I never checked my temperature because I'm kind of stupid. Let's see what are you saying here? Same here. Really get sick, yeah, man. And it's weird when you do get sick when you do this. There are now two c words you can you can't say. Yeah. That's so true, man. That's, well, we'll just say that those c words are meant for specific times, right? Um, but yeah, man, I rarely get sick, but when I do, though, like every 3 years, every 3 or 4 years, I just, it really hits me because I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like some kind of catch up thing, you know? It's like, oh, well, you didn't get sick for like, oh. Anyway, that's how I feel. Um, I feel like when I was younger, I used to get sick, you know, probably every year. As a kid, I mean, I remember as a kid, I used to get sick every year, right? I think kids get sick, um, at least, when you're like 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, kids aren't washing their hands and stuff. They don't care about that kind of stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm coming out of it. Like I said, today, I have a lot more life back to me, but you can hear I'm stuffed up. That's like the worst part of it right now. It's just like, I'm not falling asleep. I do feel tired just because of the stuffed up, just feeling so stuffed up. But oh man, I'm glad to be over the worst of it. Um, and I hope I could do another 4, 5 years without getting sick again. Because holy God, this is, it's funny because I know people that do still get sick every year, and I'm like, how do you live with that? But I don't know. Maybe if you get sick every year, it doesn't hit you as hard. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to pretend like I know what it is. I am not a doctor, but I used to date a girl. She always got like coughs and stuff like that, man. And she wasn't like, she was fairly in shape. I mean, um, but I just, God, I couldn't imagine getting sick like this every year. Oh man. But yeah, you just feel like your life is over sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else feels like that when you're sick, and you're just like, oh, is my life over? Is this it? Is this the end? But anyway, yeah, today I feel a lot better. I feel bad. I sound bad. My nose is all stuffed up. My ears are all stuffed up. I've been saying a lot of like what all day today. Anytime anybody said anything to me, I'm like, what? This is because I'm all stuffed up. I'm all like, yeah. I got a cough still. Those always seem to be the things that kind of stick around. The coughs, the kind of stuffed up like whatever. Those are always the things that like just seem to take a long time to finally get out of your system. So I'm hoping all this stuff leaves pretty quickly. I'd like to do, I could do a video like this, I guess, but more than anything, I just want my energy fully back, and I feel like today's my first real, like, yeah, all right, I got an appetite. I'm walking around again. Oh, that was another thing. My muscles were just all aching. Oh my god. I would stand up and I'd sleep all day. You'd think like, I'd be like fully rested, but like I get up and my back is just like killing me. I'm like, oh God. I hate getting sick. Hate it. I don't know if there's anything worse. But um Kevin, do you remember the last time you were sick? Because here's the thing, I really don't remember the last time I was sick. I think maybe 2020. I don't know. I don't feel like I was ever really that sick in 2020. Not like this. If I got sick, it wasn't like this. Maybe it just wasn't as memorable. But oh man, this was a bad one though. I just slept and I just felt just achy and just headachy and just all kinds of bad. Um. Anyway, so I'm gonna be counting on my energy to return hopefully in 2 to 3 days, and I want to get right back on to like planning for videos and stuff. I'm always trying to plan for videos. I'm always trying to figure out like what am I going to do next. And there's a lot of stuff I can do, but I start like kind of overthinking some things, and like some of the things I thought of before kind of fall back. Um, they just kind of get lost in the whole kind of trying to think of the next video to do. Because sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this next, and then I'll think of something else and be like, oh wait, that sounds so much better, that kind of stuff, and I just kind of go, woo, woo, woo. Um, but the thing is that I wanted to bring up the fact that I'm very aware that like even though my channel is growing, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, that's gonna happen quite often. But even though my channel is growing in numbers, oh, let's see what you got here. Oh man, man. Well, that's some serious stuff, though, right? I mean, yeah, luckily it was a treatable version of it, but that's still pretty serious. Like that's not even a cold, like a common cold or anything. Man, glad you got that, taken care of, man. That sounds bad. I couldn't even imagine what that would be like. That must have been a nightmare. Uh, it's so weird when you can't breathe out of your nose when you normally can. Take a drink and you gotta like, you know. Um, yeah, kind of avoid drowning yourself. You gotta take a nice deep breath before you take a drink. Anyway, what I was saying was, I think the future of my channel, uh, I, I have to make changes, and I've been thinking about some pretty not drastic changes. Like I'm definitely not gonna stop being a pop culture channel. That's exactly what I'm thinking of going towards. Probably almost 100%. I don't want to leave out Americana type stuff because I kind of think that these two things kind of fall hand in hand anyway. You know, you got a lot of pop culture stuff and Americana stuff somehow blend in. It's like so many different in so many different ways. I mean, even like the Queen Mary of like how many movies and stuff like that was shot there, you know, and it's like so it's like big time pop culture and Americana at the same time, you know. Sorry, I probably sound choppy because my. Well, let me take another drink. Probably the most I've talked in a while, so it's gonna be a little rough to get through this. Still feeling that after effect, you know. um, so yeah, I want to say that maybe I'm confusing people on what my channel is. And while I was doing Christmas videos this year, I only did three of them. Usually, I would be doing like the first year I did Christmas videos. Um, I did, and my Christmas videos are like, hey, look at these lights, which is fine, but that's not really what my channel is, and that's not what I really want my channel to be. I have no problems with me doing Christmas videos. I just think I need to think more in terms of keeping keeping it in the same lane. And what I mean by that is like rather than being like, hey, these are great places to check out Christmas lights. But then, hey, over here, I'm talking about a filming location. I'm thinking, like, well, why don't I just do Christmas videos, but like as a filming location instead? Like, find a filming, there's got to be filming locations here in LA somewhere, you know, that I don't have to go to like Paramount Studios to film or to find it. There's got to be something. So I'm thinking like as far as like future like Christmas stuff, I'm going to probably stop with like parades. My problem is too is I really don't really like watching other people's parade videos. Why should I be doing parade videos? I don't know. I'm not a big like, oh, this guy went to a parade. Let me check it out. No offense to anybody. I don't really care if somebody else does that, but I'm just saying, like, just me personally, I'm not watching other people's parade videos. And I did the boat parade, and I really didn't know how to film it. And, you know, I almost didn't even put that one up, but at the end of the day, I was like, it's already here. It's already on my camera. I already filmed it. Let me just put it up. But this year, I was just feeling like it's just like I was really starting to feel it. Like I was like, this isn't really compatible with my channel. I'm kind of jumping around too much. I'm kind of doing this like, oh hey, here's a here's a filming location, or here's a gravesite of a celebrity, you know. But then I'm going like, hey, here's some Christmas lights. I don't know. It's not really compatible. So I think when I do Christmas videos, if I'm still doing this next year, who knows? Maybe I'll completely quit. But by next year, I hope not. But you never know. Hold on. Oh God. Um. Yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna do Christmas videos, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I'm just gonna say it one more time. I gotta make it more compatible with my channel. Like it's got to be a filming location, or maybe I don't know, something a little more interesting along the line of pop culture and stuff. That makes sense. I hope I made sense because I'm not going to explain that anymore. Whew. Yeah, it's really hard to talk with your nose stuffed. God, it's like you gotta breathe. You gotta you can't breathe through. I can't breathe through my nose. It just sucks. It's like horrible. Trying to like talk and being sick sucks. But yeah, that's my change. I think the most with my channel is I gotta be a little more selective of what I'm doing. And just like while I'm growing, just so I can kind of make a connection with people. Because if I'm gonna be like doing a lot of Hollywood Walk of Fame stars and stuff like that, but then like the next day I'm like I don't know, showing a parade or whatever. It's not compatible. I'm starting to feel it. I'm going into my third year of doing this. I almost have 4,000 subscribers. Almost. Uh, I'm really close. I don't know exactly where I am. It's less than 100. It's like I think it's less than 40. I can't remember. Could be less than 30. I don't know. But I have to. I got to go into my third year, really focusing a lot more. And if that requires me having putting out less content and just really focusing more on detailed videos, and so be it. I think that would probably be better for my channel anyways. Just like maybe come out with only 2 videos or 1 video a week, or maybe 1 video for every 2 weeks. I don't know. It's like I don't think my videos need that much time. Oh my god. let me just take a break from talking just for a second so I can breathe. It's so weird how much you use your nose when you're talking. You don't know how much you use it until it's completely stuffed up. And you're like, oh wow, I breathe through that when I talk. uh, it's so funny how much you use something and you don't know that you use it until it's like got some kind of impairment or something. Like you stub your toe, not your toe, but maybe a thumb or something. Well, you use your thumb all the time. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Um, God, where was I? So yeah, I think I just need to be more straightforward with what my channel is about. I think it turns a lot of people away when I do too many subtle changes. Um, like I said, though, I will keep like Halloween for whatever reason. I feel like is more like compatible with my channel. That's fine. I don't need to change anything about Halloween. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't have to go to so many stores. Because Halloween, I always seem to go to stores and film Halloween stuff. But maybe instead, maybe I could start doing scary movie filming locations. I'm sorry, guys. If is anybody on here? I can barely even see how many people I was. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I'll probably have to cut this here shortly, but so I don't know when I'm going to be able to do another video, though. I think right now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm more worried. I just want this to clear up as much as I can. As just I just want this to clear up. What all this sinuses and whatever to clear up, and I'm hoping I can get to a video before the end of the year. But if I don't, oh well. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Um, Oh my god. Yeah. Um, let's see. 25 minutes. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. I think that was the main things I wanted to say. Is yep, I was sick as a mofo on. I started feeling better on Christmas, so I did have some strength to get a move around a little bit on Christmas, and I was cool. And I did feel a lot better on Christmas. But today was the first day where I was like, all right, I actually feel like I'm getting better. Um, all right, guys. I don't know. You're watching this after, like later on, after this is done recording. Let me know what you think about the changes of the channel if you watch this far. Because, I just want to build a better connection with people. And I just, like right now, I don't think I'm doing it. And I think it's because I'm all over the place. I don't know if that's what other people would think if I'm all over the place or not, but get some rest. Feel better. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. You know what? Sorry that the Christmas spirit isn't 100% here this year, but yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. And if I don't see anybody, if I don't make another video, Happy New Year as well. Dang, you got anybody got plans on New Year's? I don't. Not the way I feel right now. I don't think I have any plans, or will I have any plans? I don't know. I don't really. New Year's isn't really. Look, New Year's used to be my thing. Um, Not like, especially in college, it was my thing. I loved New Year's. Like ever since I kind of graduated from college and stuff, it's kind of fallen back. Uh, Kind of got lost into the rest of the holidays anymore. So it's not really my jam anymore. But anyway, we should all still have a happy New Year as well. So yeah, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for listening to the sick man, sick. Hopefully, better, completely better tomorrow. Because God, I can't do this any longer. um, Thank you for hearing me ramble. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, guys. I'll see you. I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye bye. Yes. Okay. It's asking me what I need to do here. Yes. Stop streaming. Yes.